Welcome to my studio. I'm Kurt Brugel, and I have a passion for drawing. In my profile is a link to my website, kurtbrugel.com. Join me every Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, 9 a.m. Eastern, while I draw for 20 minutes from my studio. Invite your friends. Feel free to ask questions, and as always, tap the screen if you like what you see. And so today I'm finishing what I got started on Tuesday, which is the second Harmony Samurai drawing. It's 11 by 14 in color pencils on Strathmore Tantone paper. I'm almost finished. As a matter of fact, I was worried I was going to be a little late to the show today because I got pretty much zoned in. If you're with me on Tuesday, I actually started with this color. This is just a nice green. It's one of my vibrant sap green colors. As a matter of fact, technically, it is chartreuse. So I love the vibrancy, especially dealing with landscape in the forest and such. But I'm getting to the point where I've built up a majority of the colors that I'm very happy with, and it's a lot of colors bouncing back and forth. So the two logical colors to get into actually right now would be black and white, but there are other options to black or white in order to get there. I will use these very sparsely in the end to finish off. There'll be some very darks, especially right in her pants. The hakama down here in the down in the right below this tree trunk, and that's about it. The white is going to be predominantly up in the head area, in her jacket, and then kind of shooting over here and then disappearing. But for that, it's just getting into laying in some more of these nice green colors. Thank you, thank you. Once this gets down on top of the other colors laying down, colors just start popping up. It's a very exciting part of the drawing. I have to say about 70–80% of the drawing is really just me laying down all sorts of colors impressionistically, and then the last 20 or 30 will be the grand finale. And speaking of dark colors, this is dark green. So there are some areas that I've been working on getting a little darker. Thank you very much. Welcome to my studio. So these darker colors are right now a combination of blues and reds, some browns, and some dark green. There's a lot of cross-hatching. A lot of cross-hatching. She is Harmony Samurai, one of my characters. And this is the second drawing I've done of her. As a matter of fact, this is the color version of the pencil version. So this is the pencil version that I did earlier this week. Thank you very much. So then this pencil is scanned in, and then I printed out on Strathmore. This is 11 by 14 Tantone paper, and then just start using Prismacolor pencils and art sticks. Long time ago. I drew manga when I was a wee lad back in the 80s. And I know how popular manga still is. I just bought a manga comic at a comic book show last weekend. It was a #1 Space Cobra. That was one of the mangas that I was very obsessed with as a young lad. I will be finishing it today, but on and off for the since Tuesday. So in the end, it'll probably be about 5 hours of work just for the color penciling. The drawing was about 3 hours. Thank you very much. Almost done, too. I don't know if I'll finish it in the next 20 minutes, actually next 10 minutes, but... I think I have every color in the log that she's coming over the top of, which had sort of a feeling of water, like a movement of water, and that she was kind of getting into a river. But what I want to offset is by very, very light and then getting very, very dark. So it's going to really bow out and come forward. Thank you. Thank you very much. Now I'm getting closer to white when I bring the cream color out. Which is very, very light. I like when the pencils get this small because it's hard for me to get too specific, which I feel at times can ruin a piece. Boom. Keep loose. It's hard to grip the pencil. You just kind of keep moving it around. You'll hear me say this a lot. I feel it's true. You gotta listen to the drawing. Thank you. Thank you very much. It's always nice to see some hearts pop up. It's quite a busy Saturday today. And a lot of activity. You can really see it happen in the jacket. Yeah, I could say with confidence that this has arrived to a completely colored stage. The only thing I really have to do is, like I said, darken in the pants. I wanted to put some stark whites right up in here, a little bit more black down in here, a little bit of light down in here and here. So yeah, I'm pretty excited. This is, like I said, probably 95% complete. So kind of excited to share that with everybody right now. The rest of my weekend is going to be working on some commissions that I got. I'll share them with you. This is a Planet Stories. There we go. Let's see if we can get that. Another Planet Stories cover recreation. That's the cover. This is the pencil drawing. I've got approval to move on to the color pencils. So this is 11 by 17 Strathmore color tan tone paper for the color pencils. So I'll be getting that started today. There's going to be a lot of blues. If you can see there's a lot of blues going, and then these stark yellow and oranges. So it'll be like this play back and forth, some really cool greens and everything. So I'm kind of excited about that. Actually, I'm very excited about that. This is kind of neat. This is going to be for a book cover. It's a horror Cthulhu myth. This is based on a poster from the 60s, Viva Las Vegas, with Elvis Presley and Anne Margaret. It says, "Greetings from Raela." So this is a Cthulhu head on there. This is the photo mock-up that was approved, and the pencils, and then once again printing out the pencils onto the Strathmore color paper. This is going to be the toughest part right now. I can't make a decision about. The client will probably make the decision in the end, is that this is a toned paper. This will all be colored, the two figures and then the billboard. But there's this nice white, which is very, very stark and bright. But whether I'll be adding the white into the background is going to be a decision for the client. So really excited. So thank you very much for joining me today. You can join me every Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, 9 a.m. Eastern. I spend 20 minutes with me in my studio. I am Kurt Brugel. I have a passion for drawing. In my profile, you have a link to my website, which this will be posted tonight to my website, the final version with all its high contrasting black and whites added to it. So thank you very much for joining me. And as always, if you have 20 minutes, grab a piece of paper and a pencil and draw yourself something. Thank you very much. Have a great one.